Every wish that we want to create will manifest in our lives. Therefore, our wishes, thoughts, and feelings are very important because they will manifest. One day, I went into the home of an art director, a very famous film producer. In every corner, he had this beautiful image of naked woman draped with a fabric kind of a turning away if she were saying, I don't want to see you. I said to him, I think you might have a trouble in 7 places. You have exactly that same moment, he said. But I love that kind of painting and I painted it myself. I said that even worse because you put all your creation and creativity in it. He was he is a gorgeous looking uh, looking man with all these actresses around him because that the work he does, and he does have any romance. I asked him, what do you want? I want to date 3 women a week. I said, okay, paint yourself with 3 women and hang it every corner of your living space. 6 months later, I saw him and asked, how is your love life? Great. Women call me, they want to date me because that your wish. I said, he said, I feel great. I mean, for years I did not have a date and now I have 3 dates a week. They fighting over me. God for you, I said. Then he told me, I really want to stabilize. I want marriage now. I want romance. I said, well, the painting it. He painted a beautiful romantic relationship, and a year now he got married and he is very happy. This is because he put another wish out. He wished in it himself for a year without it happening because his wish could not manifest. The outer level of himself, his house, was contradicting his wish all the time. So if you understand this knowledge, you just start playing with it. Mary Diamond's story of her client is a perfect demonstration of how Feng Shui reflects the teaching of the secret. It illustrates how our thoughts create powerfully when we put them into action. Any action we can make it proceed by a thought. Thought create thought create the word we speak, the feeling we feel, uh, and our actions are particularly powerful because they are thought that have caused to act. We may not even realize what our innermost thoughts are, but we can see what we have been thinking by looking at the action we have taken in the story of the film producer. His innermost thought were reflected in his action and surrounding. He had painted many women, all turning away from him. Can you see uh, what his innermost thought were? Even thought his words were saying he wanted to. Uh, his innermost thoughts did not reflect that in his painting. By deliberately choosing to change his actions, it caused him to focus his entire thought on what he wanted. With such a simple shift, he was able to paint his life and call it into existence through the law of attraction. When you want to attract something into your life, make sure your action don't contradict with your desire. One of the most powerful example of this is given by Mike Dooley, one of the teachers. A list of all of his qualities and visualize it in her life. Despite doing all these things, there was a sign of him. Then one day she arrived home and was parking her car in the middle of her garage. She grasped as she realized that her actions were contradicting what she wanted. If her car was in the middle of the garage, there was no room for her perfect partner car. Her actions were powerfully saying to the universe that she did not believe she was going to receive what she had asked for. So she immediately cleaned up her garage and parked her car to one side. leaving a space for her perfect partner car on the other side. She then went into the bedroom, opened her wardrobe, which was jammed full of the clothes. There was no room on her perfect partner clothes, so she moved some of her clothes to make space. She had also been sleeping in the middle of her bed, and so she began sleeping on her side, leaving space for her partner. This woman related her story to Mike Dooley over a dinner, and sitting next to her at the table was her perfect partner. After the taking all of this powerful action as if she had already received her perfect partner. He arrived in her life and they are now happily married. Please like, share, and subscribe.